Hello, good morning, and welcome back to the channel. We're just out doing our checks. It's now Monday the 10th of June as we're out doing our checks, and they're very wet. Cooling gas services up here at North Allerton, well, Leamin Bar. We're heading back down to iport, just up to 10 to 5. It has this morning as we're out. So we're out doing our checks. We've got this empty box on we brought down from Glasgow yesterday. We managed to race down here to get as far as we could, which was very good. We got a good rundown, to be fair, to say what Appleby Fair yesterday as well. So yeah, we're heading to iport. We've got a Edinburgh for today for 3 o'clock currently planned. We've not had any plans change otherwise. We'll probably be looking at parking up there as well somewhere tonight. I don't think we're going to be getting very far down tonight. So yeah, we'll get back in the truck and out the wind. We'll get on our way down to iport, where hopefully it is a nice quiet iport this morning. Oh, we've got some lovely British weather this morning, that is for sure. So it's currently got us at iport at 6:20 at the moment. All being well, if we can get there and it's quite quiet, you know, we'll be looking good for getting up to Edinburgh quite well actually. I don't think it's going to be drive time. That's probably going to be a problem. It could be duty time really. That could be affecting us. We obviously we started at 5:15, so we got to 7:45 tonight. Job's booked for 3 o'clock, so if you get us in there for 3 and out for 4, we should be alright, to be fair. But we'll probably be looking at parking up Glasgow way. We'll probably have to go a little bit out of the way a bit, maybe just up one junction on the 73 or something to get to the onto the is it M8 I think there, to get onto Bothwell services. I think that's where we're going to be looking at getting parked tonight. It's probably the best bet really for getting parked, but we'll wait and see. We'll see what it looks like. Obviously iport could be queuing down the road, we don't know until we get there. We just have to wait and see if this lad's going to come in. There we go. Is he coming in? So I think some of them forget that they start overtaking, you know. So they just, you flash them and they just sit there and they don't sort of realise, but never mind. So yeah, hopefully iport's alright and we can get a decent turnaround and claw back a little bit of time that we lost yesterday. You know, it'd be good if we can do that, but we'll wait and see when we get down there, won't we? So let's get down to iport now. We'll see what it looks like. Yeah, and fingers crossed we're in alright. So we've made it to iport and we are queuing. I've probably been here about 40 minutes now. We've moved up I think 3 spaces. It's very, very slow this morning in here. It is very, very slow. So we're 247 mile away from the job. It's got us there at 10 to 1 at the minute. So if we can be out of here within the hour, we should just be all right for the job to get there for 3 o'clock. But it's going to be, I can see this been a while, to be fair. Like I say, we probably haven't moved in the best part of 20 minutes now. It's just agonisingly slow, you know, and it shouldn't be. It's literally just opened. Well, it opened at 6, so it's been open an hour and 11 minutes. It shouldn't be this slow to get a box off and a box on. You know, it's now it's transport, it's containers, it's iport as well. But say they're on about expanding this as well. I think they're going to nearly double the size of it. Rumoured anyway. You know, if they double the size of it and get twice as much working, it's going to be just chaos. You could be queuing nearly all day here to get a box off. But oh well, it is what it is, isn't it? So yeah, let's go see how long this queue takes to get down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in front before we can get to the front to get booked in. So yeah, we'll see how long it takes for it to go down. We've not been bad in iport, to be fair. We've just come to 8:05, and yeah, that is us out. So 247 miles to run. It's got us up there at 13:39. We did grab 15 minutes in there just to help us out a bit, so we only need half an hour on the way up. So we should be okay, all being well. We'll make good ground while we can. You know, as and when obviously the 66 is going to be the 66, isn't it? You know, it is a slower road, but once we clear that and we get onto the M6 again and the 74, we should be flying, really. I think it's nearly sunglasses weather as well. Yeah, it's only a light box again. So once we can get moving freely, we can get a foot down and yeah, make up some good ground on the hills and everything like that. So yeah, we're feeling all right at the minute. We should be okay to get up there. Might even be able to get tipped and start making our way back a bit as well. So I know it's going to be a bit out of the way, but we might be able to get to Bothwell services up at Glasgow there, and at least it's in secure parking then, and then just start in the morning to run back down. I've not spoke with the planner yet, because there's no real concern. You know, the job at the minute is covered. It's not like it's going to be running late. It looks like Vosa are setting up in here. That'd be nice for some wagons later on, wouldn't it? That certainly will be nice for some wagons later on. That'd be causing some traffic as well. Oh well, getting out of the estate just in time then, aren't we? Getting out, that's actually one that I've not actually been stung with yet, Vosa, to be fair. We've been lucky. The companies I've worked for have just been the big companies, so you know, they get a good reputation with them. It's like the little hauliers and that the you know, with the older equipment that they want to really look at to try and catch out with stuff like that. So yeah, 5.5 hours away. We're doing 1 hour and 38 driving for today. So I'm hoping we can get up to the A66 and get a break on the A66, because from there we'll be able to make it in one hit, you see, to Edinburgh. So yeah, should be okay. So yeah, let's get a foot down now. Let's get some progress made, and we'll yeah, get up to Edinburgh. I made it onto the 66. Got 48 minutes driving left before we need a break. The wagon just pulled out there. It's got I'm looking for a lay-by. I am looking for a lay-by. He'll probably get up to speed, to be fair, with that static caravan. Just seen him, he's just been much of a tupman, and we're coming to a downhill bit anyway. So yeah, we're on the hunt for a lay-by. We're 3:28 away from the job, so we should all be good on that front, to be fair, as well. For getting there in one hit after this, barring any disasters on the road. Just been steady away, really. Good run up the A1. 66 has been alright so far. Rented off at planner of anything going wrong, so that's always a good sign. The bottle popping in passenger footwell with the obviously elevation that we're at a minute, innit? And we're going to get in this next lay-by. Saw a truck in it. Yeah, we'll keep going. We're not desperate. We've got time. I don't think we'd have got in anyway. There's a car in front of the Stobart, and Stobart's parked right in the middle of lay-by, abandoned near enough away from curb as well. I think there is one more just up over this hill, actually. Yeah, what's happened on the other side? The truck's on a hell of an angle there. Is he up the banking? He's up the banking, isn't he? Hey, what's going on there? Now they've managed that. Must have been tired driving or something like that, I would have thought. Wow. Looks like it'd be alright after it, unless it's like a medical episode or something. But yeah, he is certainly in that banking, isn't he? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, let's hope that the driver's okay. So I don't know what went on there, but it's definitely gone onto the soft stuff in the verge, hasn't it? So let's have a look at this next lay-by that's coming up. I think I can see it. It's already looks full already, I think. But there is a house just past it, and they park their cars in the front as well. So it could just be that looks busy. It's just over this hill somewhere. It's actually just past this house. Is this one? Am I getting that one? We'll get in this one. We'll get in it. There's no point pushing it too far. 45 minutes till we need a break. We'll just squeeze in behind this British gypsum wagon. We only need half an hour as well, so we shouldn't be too bad for getting to the job. But yeah, we've got a nice lay-by here for us to get some breakfast in mainly. I am hungry. We're gonna have to just tuck this in though. Just tuck this in a little bit. At the back end, we're going to be sticking out a little bit too much, and then we'll be good to go. So yeah, let's go get half an hour in here, and then we've got a clean card for running up the rest of the way to Edinburgh with, and I'll probably send Bob Planet a message as well, letting him know how we are getting on. This is what we thankfully managed to avoid going the other way yesterday. We are getting a bit of a slow run through this though, so this is backed up, all this section here, because there's Appleby Fair's still on a little bit, I think, and there were a horse-drawn carriage that were going the other way, and this has probably been 3 mile at this now, just at a standstill because of it. They did make it to the dual carriage where the horse-drawn carriageway went, horse-drawn carriage, when I came past it, only just, and it was barely moving. But as you can see, we're stuck behind a wide load here that is struggling to get past all this backlog of traffic, because obviously they're struggling. They can't really move anywhere because they've stopped in middle of lane and is squeezing past them. But we are slowly getting there, but we are losing a lot of time. It's got us there at 2 at the minute. Yeah, hopefully we're not far away from a dual carriageway section where it's going to be clear after that, and he can start making some progress. But I think that wide load probably shouldn't be coming over this way, to be fair. He is struggling to keep it over the white line. It's constantly over the white line on the other side of the road. This is just, he takes one wing mirror off and that's it. He's got to stop, and then we've got to stop. And doesn't help with car drivers as well, like this Kia that's well out in road that don't want to get over, and this other one here. So there is a wide load escort in front of him that's getting everyone to move over, but there's just car drivers that just don't want to get over. There were a motorbike earlier that he had to stop for. Motorbike just wouldn't move over, just wanted to be outside of the road. So yeah, I think it's on the limit for what you should be bringing over here, to be fair. But I think it should have been meant to go round, because it's if this other way had been moving clearly, I think there probably would have been an accident, to be fair. Someone would have lost a wing mirror, because it was constantly over the white line through snaking bits. So, but we've made it anyway to a dual carriageway bit. Let's look at the traffic other way, man. It's all one horse-drawn carriage that's caused all this. Thing is, it's had to go through that entire section as a horse-drawn carriage. It probably took nearly an hour to get through that section. So I wonder how long this goes on for. This has to be 5 mile now of this. At least 5 miles. Guys, look at it. It's just non-stop. It's just constant, isn't it? Yeah, that's rough. And you've got a wagon that's in the middle of the road stopping people from trying to get down to the edge. Yeah, this was all from one horse-drawn carriage. Wow. Oh well, we ain't got to worry about that today anyway. That's not our problem. So 135 miles away. I'm not even going to try getting past the wide load on this dual carriageway bit. He is on the it's actually draped over the white line again. The box is loads, so it's not worth it for the sake of a couple more minutes losing the wing mirror. So we'll keep going as we are. So yeah, hopefully we can make up some time on the 74 and that, and yeah, be at the job on time. So we're up at a wet and rainy Scotland now, just on the outskirts of Glasgow. We are 36 mile away from the job, and yeah, slowly making our way around this roundabout to get onto the M8. It is a bit of a weird junction this. They probably could have done with making it so it was just a continuous slip road to get on, rather than this. This is a bit does get a bit chaotic along here. As you can see, it's a bit congested. Is it because there's a broken down vehicle? Yeah, there's a broken down wagon at the front. That is why it is queuing, but we're going to get over. And then we're in the correct lane. Yeah, there's a broken down vehicle at the front. You know, I've seen it, but people aren't seeing it until the end. Mostly car drivers that aren't seeing it. This wagon behind will see it, I would think. But yeah, we're doing all right. It's got us 25 past 2. So this job is due for 3 o'clock. So all being well, we should be all right once we get through here. See if I can let a few of these in, if they're going to keep up. So we're not making the lights anyway. There we go, we're through. So yeah, I'm going to get off this roundabout, and yes, we'll get up to the job, and yeah, we'll go and get. So I'm just watching the car that's come right up the side of me here, thinking that they were being cleverer than everybody else, I think. But they've gone. Bloody hell, he's leaking all his air out. Yeah, they will think they were being cleverer than everybody else, thinking we're all in the wrong lane, but he's finally got out from behind the car. But yeah, let's go get up here and we'll go get this one tipped. So we've made it onto the estate at long last. We are less than a mile away now, actually. It's just ticked under. So it's been a long one this day. 7 hours 14 driving, and 752 miles so far this week. It's been a long driving start to the week, hasn't it? Which is nice. It's doesn't happen often. Tired like, but you know, I think that's to come naturally, innit? He's going straight round. Can't see onto the roundabout, so we're gonna go. Yeah, very tired. It's been a long start to the week. Has been a long start to the week. So we're turning right at this next roundabout coming up. Get on the straight and make sure there's no one at the side of us. And we'll get over. I think the resurfaced this from the last time I might have been up here, to be fair. It was a bit rough, if I remember right. I might have been the roundabout though, actually. This one coming up, I might be thinking of. That was rough. So we turn right here over the next one, then I believe it's just down there on the benders. The road goes round to the left. The job is on the right. Got no word of what we're doing from here, I imagine this is going to be back to iport. Although the paperwork does say Felixstowe, but I can't see us taking it to Felixstowe. We might take it back to the yard and drop it there, maybe. Someone else could possibly take it down to Felixstowe, but we'll at least be taking this back down to Yorkshire, I would imagine. Because as far as I'm aware, this truck is in for service tomorrow, the last I heard off somebody. But you never know, they might have got it changed. Oof, dear me. Just trying to have a look at what the signs say for parking wise here. Can't really tell. No parking there except buses. Because obviously there's all cars parked along here. But the signs up on like the bends. So I think they're for these individual like side road bits here maybe. No idea. I'll have to ask them when I get down here and get in. We should have the time though. It's 2:30 now. We've got till 7:45. So we should have plenty of time, to be fair, to be able to get in and get sorted. Remember, I've got to get out of the cab here as well. It's a bit tight if you are right up to the barrier. Oh, there's no one getting tipped, so we should be all right for getting straight in as well. But yeah, perfectly on time. It's how we like to do it. So yeah, I'll get off a good push this in to come and get in, and I'll get hold of planner and see what we're doing. Well, one quick tip later. We've been about an hour in, just about over an hour in there, and we're leaving. Not 100% sure we're going to park tonight because they have got us a 9 o'clock Chesterfield a 9 o'clock Chesterfield in the morning out of iport, which is going to be an interesting one to say the least. That's going to be a bit tight, isn't it? Could do with running this. I've put postcode in for Southwaite services at the minute, so we have got, it says 3:52. Am I going to run out of duty time before I run out of drive time then? No. We've got 2 hours 40 left, I think. Yeah, because we've done 7:20. Why is it showing I've got 3:52 until I need rest then? Because that's wrong. That's when I'm out of duty time. So yeah, so we got 2 hours 40 and it's 2:29 if we want to get to Southwaite. There is services on the M74 corridor as well, so we do have options at least. We do certainly have options. Yeah, if we could just do it getting as far south as we could in one hit in the rest of our time. So we're probably going to have to run it down the 74. I know there's Abingdon, there's Annandale Water, there's quite a few places that we can stop at. So we do have options, like I say, down on the M74, which is good. I think we'll need them options today. So yeah, I don't know what we've got in Chesterfield yet. He's not sent it through. I managed to get hold of him though, and they told us what we had. So I think that lane goes left. I did it wrong last time because there's no lane markings, you see. There's no arrows to show you what lane goes where. So I'm just going to assume that this lane goes straight over, as well as the right lane. That one goes left. But it is fairly quiet, especially behind anyway. We're going to quickly sneak out after this car. There we go, we're out. So yeah, I think we're going to have to get down the M74 a little bit, get south. I don't think we'll make it to, what you call it? Another set of traffic lights changed on us. Yeah, I don't think we'll quite make it to Southwaite services. I think that's just going to be a little bit out of our area to get to when it's going to release the parking brake anyway. yeah, I think that's just going to be a little bit out of our leeway to make. So yeah, I'll get on a bit though, and we'll see how we get on. I'll get out of this area, and yeah, we'll find out from there how we get on. So we're just upon the edges of getting out of the Glasgow area. We're just on the 74 now. Hopefully we're going to get a good run at it. We've had an alright run so far. It's not been perfectly clear, but it's been alright. We've had a lot worse, that's for sure. So if I want to go for Southway, it's an hour and 45, and we've got hour and 53 left. So 8 minutes leeway. 91 mile. So if we can keep a foot down, I might make up maybe 2 minutes. So we've got near on 10 minutes leeway. Obviously that's on our drive time, not duty time. From here we should be okay, because it's probably about 10 mile, and then it goes to 3 lanes. Then after that it should be clear the rest of the way then, all being well. Should be alright from now. Like I say, it should be flat out. It's not showing any delays. So it's hour and 44, 90 mile. It's about right really, in it, for clear-ish. So yeah, hopefully we can at least get down there. It's going to take off a lot of running tomorrow, running about tomorrow anyway. So I'm just tired at the minute. It's been a long 2 days. It's been a long 2 days. We've hammered some miles out, that is for sure. In fact, I was going to ring him actually about to see what is with this truck for service. So I'm going to go ring him now while I remember, to find out what's happening about service. And yeah, I'll pick you up when we've got a decision about where we're going to get parked for the night. Well, 1 mile away from Southway services. Oh dear, 9 hours 45 driving so far today. I hope we can get in a spot straight away, because I've been eating loo for the last hour, just not been able to have time to stop. It has been a long drive down. It's been a long day, very long day. But we've made it to Southway at least. That's brilliant. Glad we've made it to here. It's took a big chunk of driving off for tomorrow. It's took 123 mile off. So what we'll need to do tomorrow, this truck in for service tomorrow. I got told it was, but my planner's not been told that. He's got to plan it back to the yard, so he's just planning it as normal. So yeah, we should be out tomorrow night. It should just be a normal week now. So please say I can get a decent spot in here. So we've got that 9 o'clock Chesterfield in here in the morning out of iport. So it's probably going to be looking 9 hours off and starting early doors, but what I'll do is I'll get a quick spot in here and quickly run into Lou and go get booked in, and I'll pick you up when we've parked up and we know when we can talk a bit better. Right, so we've been and booked in quickly and nipped to the loo. So yeah, we've got a spot as soon as you come in. First row, I've just sort of put it on the back, because obviously this lad's probably going to want to get out at some point, but someone parks in front of me. That ain't my problem then, is it? Because if someone parked at the front row, so at the minute I've left it so he can get out. But yeah, if someone else parks there and he can't get out, you know, it's sort of, let's say, what we're meant to do. What we're meant to do. So yeah, we've got 9 o'clock Chesterfield in the morning out of iport. It's a 20 footer, not like Fusion Group or something we've got. I think I've done it before, but I've not checked the job out yet. So we can probably book off at 6:30 here. Book off at 6:30. So we could probably look at starting at, well, we're stuck at probably starting at 3:30, because if we start at Fort Job's going to be late anyway. So we'll look how far to iport are we, because I've got a feeling we're probably not making this in one hit. Oh, wrong one. Railport Way. Yes, I've got a feeling we're not making this in one hit. Possibly. 138 mile it's actually saying. So we will make that in one hit. We're 3 hours away from it. We start at 3:30. We're down there for 7ish with a bit of traffic on. It's doable. Job is doable then. So yeah, we've put in big legwork tonight, which is which is vital really. It was vital for us to be able to get away. But yeah, I didn't want to park in middle, because if you park in middle, like you can see it wagging in front, and cut to the front camera now, he's trying to get out. But so how it's meant to work is, so this will be a lane to park in. The one where this car transporter parked in here won't be. It's meant to be an access road. In theory, they haven't lined it up like that, but common sense dictates that if you use this lane and the third lane and leave the second lane clear for people to get out, you can fit a lot more people in more comfortably, can't you? But they'll park at the front like that wagon's done in the second lane, so they can't get down to get out. There's obviously a wagon just pulled in front of this maxi one that's going to park up for night, and someone will park in front of me. So these parked in middle here are then stuck. In fact, the one that's pulled into that spot didn't take it, is pulled out. So yeah, so that's why I've parked here out of the way, because I can't get blamed for it. Then I'm parked on end. At the minute he can get out next to us, although he'll probably be here for the night, I would imagine. But I will probably be gone before him in the morning or very near. But he can always reverse out as well at the minute. So yeah, it is a frustrating services in here, because people just don't park properly really. You know, like look at all space down left hand side here. You know, you could probably get another 3 wagons parked in there if people park properly, but they've not done either. They've just left big silly gaps. But it is what it is, isn't it? So yeah, I'll get off and stop moaning anyway, and go get my tea and get settled, because it's an early start in the morning. I'll be up at 3. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.